The next topic of tonight, Sarah Fontenot. Yes, Sarah Fontenot. She brought, because at one point, you remember Sarah Fontenot was on Paul Pierce, the Truth After Dark podcast. Sarah Fontenot was on the Truth After Dark podcast. But however, the Truth After Dark podcast has been invited to Sarah Fontenot's podcast. So we want to talk about this. And Paul Pierce, I hear Paul Pierce like calling people out. So Sarah Fontenot asked Paul Pierce, is she cooked? Let's hear what Paul Pierce had to say about it. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let's rock out.
And when you are at a job, you get promoted because what? You're doing the job.
Yeah.
You're doing
them nails is crazy.
Good.
Yeah.
Why are we promoting ourselves when we have not done the work to get that promotion?
The work.
Period.
Yeah. That's so good. That's so good. And it's true because marriages and kids don't make relationships.
Yeah.
People think that marriage and babies.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just saying. All right. Give me a minute. Bear with me for a second. Look at the makeup. Look at the makeup and look at her neck. Look at the makeup and then look at her neck. That's a lot of fucking makeup, bro. That's a ton of fucking makeup. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a ton of makeup, bro. Why you got so much makeup on? Clavicles out and everything, but why you got all this big? You can tell. Look at the tone difference. Look how light her face is versus hers. Look at her neck versus her face. Two totally different shades. That's crazy, ladies. Why y'all don't pay attention to what? Why y'all don't pay attention to that? You do know that's a different shade. Your face to your neck. So that means the shit that you wipe off your face, that's about to be like mud. So you about to be a different person when you take all this shit off. That's how I see it. Take the weave out, because that ain't her real hair. That's for sure. Take the makeup off. Take the contouring off. Take the lipstick off. Wipe all that shit off. I guarantee you, Sarah Fontenot does not look the same.
These will save the relationship.
And
no,
they make
it just
them
makes
worse.
them worse.
That bald-headed baby ain't gonna save you.
With colic, don't let them have some colic pain. Sleeping.
That's gonna make the relationship worse, honey. I would never have a baby to try to save something.
Never.
Okay.
I will be barren before that happens. Okay.
For real. No,
my eggs are already dust because I'm cooked, Paul.
Damn, no.
I'm cooked.
Nah, you good.
Am I?
Yeah, you straight.
Am I?
I mean, you cook, but you good. You good. It's good.
According to Paul Pierce, I am cooked.
This is like Thanksgiving right here.
It's a lot of meal. Okay. You know what I will say though? I don't feel like I'm cooked. Although I really want to know, what does it mean to be cooked?
All right. So,
like you done with, you washed up, you burnt out. Because that's what I hear.
That's what I hear.
Yeah,
okay, so like my definition of cook is different, but in the streets,
he be bugging.
Definition of cooked, it's like you out the game.
Then
you out the game. You on the bench.
Like you washed up.
It's almost time to retire.
Retired of what?
Like
marriage?
When they said I was cooked in basketball, it was time for me to hang it up. It's time for me to. I was on the Clippers. I was cooked. I wasn't getting no minutes. I wasn't getting no minutes.
Damn.
I was just on the sideline coaching it up. You know, teaching the next generation. So, you know,
I am not cooked.
You're not. I don't think that she's cooked at all. Beautiful.
Time you gotta start teaching the next generation.
That's the shit that blows my fucking mind, man. Y'all gotta start looking into I hate when women do that. Y'all gotta stop lying to each other, bro. For real. No, like real talk, real facts, real life. Y'all gotta stop lying to each other. You're not cooked. You know, you're beautiful. Cool. Now, don't get me wrong. Sarah Fontenot is an attractive woman, just like Azar. She's an attractive woman, right? But it goes deeper than that. The talking points that they have, the things that they say. Listen, bro. I don't even think. Listen, I don't know. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm gonna jump off on a limb here. I don't think either one of them have kids, right? And I'm pretty sure they pushing past 35. They pushing past 35. They don't have kids. You aren't married. Now, I know a lot of women, well, what does it mean? So which one is it? It's a red flag. I'm doing the Kevin Hart. It's a red flag. What you mean? What you mean? What? So now it's a red flag because now I ain't never been married before and I ain't got no kids. So which one is it? Nah, it's the fact that you an attractive woman. But yeah, you ain't got no man, but you talk about how value you are, how your standards are so fucking high. And you have these standards about yourself. But yet you still ain't got a fucking man. Now I think Azar, last time I heard that she does have a man. So I think from the last, I think it's when they were on Truth After Dark that she does have a man. So, but I'm talking about Sarah Fontenot. And I think Sarah Fontenot got one too. So, I mean, could be a situation. I don't know. Could be a thing, maybe not. But I'm talking about for the women who are actually single. The ones who are actually single, the ones who are actually here, maybe a little attractive, the ones who don't have any kids, but yet they still can't find a man. If you can't find a man and you're an attractive woman, you claim to be high value, you claim to have these high standards. If you can't find a man, the men aren't the problem. You are. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because let me show you how. Let me flip the script. If there's an attractive man, let me use somebody that everybody know. I'll use this guy just because he fit the description of somebody that's, I wouldn't necessarily call him high value, but he would fit the description of just a regular person, right? Dude Dennis. Let's use Dude Dennis in this regard. Dude Dennis got money. I guess most women would find him attractive, right? He got the pick of the litter of any woman that he wants. Real talk. He has the pick of the litter. He can choose any woman that he wants because every woman is throwing themselves at him. So would I claim that something wrong with him? Or would I say that can't really say that something is wrong with him because men typically choose relationships. Most women get themselves, they choose, they look for a certain type of man. So they put themselves in certain circles so they can be seen. Men don't put themselves in circles so they can be seen by women, technically speaking. They just are where they are. And then so therefore women see them and find them and they put themselves in that position to be found. So therefore that man can approach them and then talk to them. So
they don't make the same mistakes.
Well, thanks for its giving. I have a podcast. I can teach y'all to do what I didn't do. Damn, cooked is crazy. I think I'm marinated.
I like that.
I'm seasoned.
Seasoned.
And everyone says I'm cooked. All my DMs and everything I have is like, Paul thinks you're cooked, but it's okay. I want you. I'm like, listen.
Look, if you let the friend zone down, I bet Paul would take you too.
Listen, the friend zone. But marinating, I feel you.
I'm marinating.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you feel like, because you're a beautiful woman, I adore you. You have such a positive, amazing energy. I don't know if they can feel it through the screen, but in person, you're like such an amazing person. I've done podcasts with a lot of women, and I love doing a podcast with you because you're considerate. You're so eloquent. Like, I adore you. I think you're amazing.
It's a nice thing, by the way.
I thank you. I do feel like you're not cooked. But let me ask you this question. Mm-hmm. When you were in your
why do y'all do that? I feel like you're not cooked. First of all, you fucked up when you said I feel like. That's one. I feel like you ain't dating her. You aren't the one that's dating her. You aren't the one that's gonna shoot your shot at her. You aren't the one that's gonna be dealing with her. Why do y'all always do that shit? I don't feel like you're cooked. But when you hear it from a man's perspective, it's, oh, you're misogynistic. You hate women. Bro, we're telling you, you might be cooked, fam. Then you got us women like Azar. You're so beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful women in the fucking world. That's a lot younger, that ain't on the type of time that Certified Knot is on. Come on, fam.
20s versus now in your 30s.
Yeah.
What is the difference? Because for me, in my 20s, I wasn't given. It's giving. I was giving. You know what I mean?
I definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, I'm more in tune with me and myself and my body and even how I look and present myself and everything. Like, you're still learning that.
Yes.
You're not putting on the oils and you're not smelling good. How you smelling? You're not like, you don't have that. You know? What do you feel?
I think that why do I feel like it's better to have me now than then, essentially?
Yes. There you go.
So I think because when I was 20 something, I was definitely insecure in my body. It was definitely, lights off. It was definitely pulling my shirt out when I sit down. It was definitely, a lot of physical insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
But more than that, when I was in my 20s, it was about me. Like, I was ride or die with my person, but I didn't know how to seek the need of my man before he expressed it.
Ooh.
I didn't know how to understand when he's having a bad day. I didn't understand how to even though I tried, I did my best. You know what I mean? I think I've always been a down girlfriend. Like, I've always held my man down. I was cooking for him.
Yeah.
I was doing all the things, but even my food is better now.
Same.
You know what I mean? My recipes, I've perfected my recipes. Even like the conversations are different, where now it's like when you are in tune with somebody, it's like a look could be like, oh, babe, it's time to go. Or like, oh, babe, this ain't it. I didn't have the intuition at 20 that I have now. I wasn't able to say, you know what, baby, that might not be a good deal, because I didn't know any better. I was wide-eyed and just excited and bushy-tailed and like, oh my God, everything is awesome. Now I know everything is not awesome. And there are people that are out here trying to seek, kill, and destroy your happiness. And also, I didn't have the relationship with God that I have now. So the level of praying that I do now, the level of favor that I have now because of the integrity that I believe I believe we get A-level blessings according to our A-level integrity with God. And I feel like I'm in integrity, and I've been in integrity this whole time. That now my favor is overfloweth onto my man, and the biggest thing that I think I have now versus my 20s is my relationships. The fact that I can put my man on, even if he's already on, I got something for everything.
Exactly.
What do you need?
You need a doctor's appointment. I got the best doctor.
What do you need? You need a celebrity. You need a back rub. You need a acupuncturist.
Yeah.
Same. Whatever you need. And if I don't know, I know how to figure it out. I know where to go to get the information. So I feel like, I was cool in my 20s. I'm cool. I'm a decent looking chick. Okay, cool. But
you're beautiful.
Thank you. It's an us thing. What I bring to the table, you can't even see. And then on top of that, I've harnessed my light. Back in the day, it just used to shine everywhere. I didn't know. And then you don't know what happens. If you in a dark place shining a flashlight and there's vampires around, you first want to get picked off.
Why y'all always feel like y'all got to find yourself when y'all single? I don't know if she had a father in her life. I'm talking about, bro, they way the fuck off target. They are missing the target. But again, she asked her, what did she feel? So she only going based off of what she feels. But I guarantee you, the men that dealt with her, the men that see her today, that are trying to date her today, will probably have different thoughts and opinions in regards to what she just said. I feel like I cook better. Of course, you're supposed to cook better. That's naturally supposed to happen. Over the years, you've cooked, you've learned, you've tried different dishes, you cooked them over time and over again, so you perfected that. That's supposed to happen. Just like in relationships, when you're dating someone, you're supposed to get better. You always gonna grow. You're always gonna grow. You're always gonna become more. You're always gonna become better. You could do that shit in a relationship. The problem is a lot of people don't, when they get in relationships, they think that that's it. It's over with. Everything is done. I'm here. I won. Now I can kick my feet up. No, nigga, that's when it starts. The boyfriend girlfriend stage, nigga, that's preseason. The regular season starts when we get married, homie. That's when you're supposed to put in the work. That's when you talking about contracts. That's when you talk about different deals and bad deals, and when you talk about different sponsorships, when the you know what I'm saying, when management is tripping, when the coach is tripping, when you ain't getting enough PT, when you feel as if you've been putting your hours and time in and they don't want to pay you more money, all of it, that's when the real shit pops off. When you gotta compete every single day because that second and third string is waiting for you to fuck up so they can get their opportunity. That's what it's go time when you get married, bro. All that shit sound good on paper, man. If that was so good, I'm sorry, Seraphi. Now, again, I'm just gonna speak from the fact that you don't have a man, right? I'm just gonna speak from the fact that you don't have a man because I don't know if you do or don't. So if you do have a man, then I ain't talking about you. But if you don't have a man, I'm talking about you. If everything is so great about you in regards to what you just said and everything that you just listed, you would have a man 1,000%. You would not have an issue with getting a man. But I think what happens is when you get on these podcasts, you say all the right fucking things. You say everything, you say all the right things. But then when it's time to actually put all that shit that you're talking about to action, none of it exists. That's what I think happens. So when you got the Dr. Bryant's, just like she contradicted herself on that podcast, which is fucking crazy. And then Azara, again, I don't know if she has a man or not, but she still needs a little bit more training. Yep, I said training. She needs a little bit more training. And then Seraphi, I don't know if she has a man or not, but the things that she's saying, it sounds phenomenal. But again, is it translating though? Do you have a man that's adoring you, that you're doing all of these things for? Do you have that? Because you ain't in your early 20s no more. You ain't in your early 30s no more. And shorty. Matter of fact, let me see how old Seraphi Knott is. So that way I can be a little bit more accurate. Three years ago, women. So shorty's 30. So she's 37. So Sarah Fontenot is 37 years old. So she's 3 years. So she's 37 years old. Still solid. 37. You're 37 years old. Don't know if you got a man or not. Don't know. But if everything is so great about you in regards to what you listed, you should have a man right now. That's a fact.
Now I know how to harness my light. I know how to play second. You know what I mean?
That's
especially as a woman, a lot of women don't know how to play second place. You know, if we go out, you are stunning. You are amazing. I will gladfully and gratefully play second place. If they want an Azar, I love that. I'm going to talk my girl up like crazy.
Same.
There's zero competition because I know who I am and I love who I am. So there's a lot different for me now. And then I really also know my body.
That's the one.
This is the sexiest, the finest I have ever felt in my life. I mean, no makeup. This is lights, camera, action. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But when I'm barefaced, My skin is glowing. I had acne when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
My skin is glowing. My body is fit. I am strong, and I know how to work me. You know, so I think there's a lot of differences. I don't know. That was a lot.
That was amazing.
That was a lot to take.
That was a lot.
No, but it was good, and I'll tell you what I took. So, you know, I sat here and listened to both of y'all say, what's the difference between you in your 20s and 30s?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys used words or sentences like I'm more in tune with my body, or I've learned to, what you say about your light? Harness your light.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, of course you're more in tune with your body, you know, because in your 20s when you was throwing it around to all these other men, you didn't know nothing, y'all was being thotty. So now you get into your 30s.
Never been a thotty in my life.
Now that y'all in your 30s and your light ain't shining everywhere, now you keeping it in one place because it was everywhere in your 20s. And now y'all at the point of desperation. That's why y'all know how to do all these damn things.
Leave it to Paul. We cook.
Hey, that's a fact.
I ain't never been a day in my life. Never. I never been a whole day in my life, like as in like promiscuously. I ain't never done that.
Let me say this: if I was a man, and I know that I'm not, right, and I had you,
and
I had a 23-year-old, right,
don't even do
cute,
it. Don't
whatever,
it.
I would go with you. But
Azar, come on, man, bro, don't even do it. Don't even do it. Don't even say if you were a man, because you ain't, because we know what you gonna say. We know you gonna say something stupid. Oh, I'll go with you. Of course you gonna say that dumb shit because you up in that age too. So therefore that's validation for you too. Oh, well, yeah, because us 37, 36-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? We the ones. Hey, man, going on, bro?
I would go with the 23-year-old if I wanted to manipulate her, if I wanted someone naive, if I wanted someone.
Here we go, shaming language. It's always manipulation, huh? It's always manipulation. It's always manipulation. Anytime it's somebody younger, it's manipulation. Men would tell you straight out the gate, I'm not manipulating her. I'm telling her what it is. I'm telling her exactly what it is. Every time you ask a man, hey, why would you date a younger woman that's, let's just say 24, 25 versus a woman that's 34, 35? All right, well, because they got less baggage. They typically have less baggage, which is fair, correct? Because more experiences cause more trauma and everything else, so on and so forth, right? They haven't experienced much in life, so therefore I can be that person to teach them that. I can be the person to show them that lifestyle, right? I can be the person that put them in different circles, put them in certain circles, correct? I can show them what it means to be a wife, or help them understand what it means to be a wife. That means I can bring them around women who are married, women who are conservative women who understand what it means to, that when you are in the marriage, it ain't about you no more. It's about us. And it's about the family. It's about the name. It's about you. It's about understanding that you aren't bigger than the fucking program. That's what it's about. Y'all keep worrying about, oh, you trying to manipulate. Nah, nigga, it ain't about manipulating her. Nigga, we ain't playing. Nigga, this ain't the fucking Riddler, bro. I'm not trying to play games with the chick. I'm rocking with her. So therefore, I'm gonna show her, look, if I'm a high value man and I'm in certain circles, I'm in certain places, there are certain ways that you gotta move. So I'm not manipulating you, I'm training you to be the best version of yourself for me. I'm not manipulating you. Manipulation comes with lies. Manipulation means I'm telling you one thing and I'm doing another. I'm telling you this so that way I can do that. That's not what manipulation is. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you how my life is working. I'm telling you what the things that I do. I'm telling you how I operate. And I'm telling you this train is going to go this way. Are you going to be on this train that's going this way? If not, you can jump on the train that's going that way, because that means we aren't in alignment. That means you want to be on your own program. Cool, be on your own program. Go that way, because I'm going this way. It ain't manipulation, bro. Nothing about that. Let's see something. Let me look at this real quick. Because excuse me. Exactly. Training. Exactly. Training. You feel me? Let's see. So, manipulating someone means using clever, deceptive, unscrupulous tactics to control or influence their thoughts, emotions, or behavior to achieve one's own goals, often at the expense of the other person's well-being or will. So, what that means, and what I was just saying, is this. I'm telling you where I'm going. So let's just and listen, this ain't got, I'm just using myself as an example, okay? Say I said, look, I see a 25, I'm 35 years old, right? And say I see a 25-year-old, she's extremely attractive, right? She fucking with your boy. And so, and I say, listen, I got this going on, I got that going on, I got this going on, I got that going on. I'm on this train. I'm going this way, right? I'm going this way. And if you decide to jump on this train, you need to understand that you aren't bigger than the program. Neither am I. I got a goal. I got milestones I'm trying to hit. I got a destination into where I'm going. There are things that I understand and that I know just based off of my experience in life. And I understand that you are a bit younger, and I understand that there are experiences that you have not experienced yet. And so that way I can help you and guide you through those things because I've experienced it already. I can help guide you, train you, so that way you can understand how to operate as my woman and how to operate around the other women that are also in these circles that I am in. And these women are typically married women. So what the biggest thing that you need, the biggest takeaway is that you aren't bigger than the program, meaning it ain't about you. That's what it means. It's not about you. Anywhere in what I just said, does it sound like I'm deceiving this person? Anywhere in this, does it seem as if I'm manipulating this person? Or I'm trying to achieve my own goals at this person's own will? Does it seem like that? No. Because I'm telling you, I'm laying everything out on the table. I'm letting you know what it is before you decide to jump on the train. At this point, because you see everything is laid out for you to see, and I explained it to you. No manipulation, not deceiving you, no tactics, no skill, no influencing of thoughts. I put this on the table. I didn't influence you one way or the other. I told you this is what it was. And if you decide to jump on that train, you signed up for what is to come with that. And what's to come with that is everything that I laid out on the table. Where's that? Where in the book is that manipulation? Please explain to me. But these older women, they love to use that. They love to use that as a shaming tactic. And that's not what this is. Blows my mind.
Easy if I wanted someone no opinion, if I wanted someone that I could just be like, girl, boom, if I wanted someone I could play with.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play with you.
Right.
Right? Because I know you know yourself.
Time is running out. That's why they not want to be played with. They don't got time to get played with no more. That's the truth. Y'all ain't got time to play no more.
I don't agree with that. And I think that for me personally, like it's hard for me to even be single.
Yeah.
Because like I have people who want to be in relationships, not just have sex with me, not just any of those things. I feel like I'm a woman of value.
Yeah.
And I feel like men understand that about me, and it's not coming from a place. I don't operate from a place of desperation, and a lot of people give advice from a place of desperation.
Yeah.
I do not. I'm not desperate.
No.
I never have been desperate, and I never will be desperate.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I know what I bring. I know who I am as a woman, and I understand my value.
Yeah.
And a man wanting me is not going to change that. Period, point blank. So you can make it seem like my worth is determined by a man, but it's not.
Right.
Okay.
And I hope that young women don't believe that.
Yeah.
Because you are who you are, regardless of who wants you. And the moment that you give people that power is the moment that you're going to feel real bad about yourself.
Man, that shit sound good, man. This sign fucking language, man. I can't stand when women do this stupid shit. Oh, your worth isn't defined by a man. Yeah, yes, it does. Because what you have to do is called coping. That's exactly what this is. This is coping. Because you realize you don't have the flair that you once used to have. You keep talking about the men that's in your DMs. No, them niggas that's in your DMs are the niggas that just want to bust you down. It's the niggas that you really ain't checking for. But the ones that you really are checking for, they ain't checking for you. That's exactly what this shit is, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. You can say that shit all you want. Oh yeah, I got niggas that's all in my DMs that want. I'm talking about they ain't just trying to fuck. They want to be with me. Cool. They want to be with you, but guess what? Them ain't the niggas that you checking for. But the ones that you actually checking for, they ain't checking for you. Because the ones that actually want you, because all of this shit sound good, bro. It does. It sounds really fucking good. If you didn't know no better, it sounds phenomenal. You like, damn, bro, she cooking right now. But then when you peel the layers back and understand the place that she's coming from, the niggas that she don't want her, bro. That's why she talking like that. That's why you start to. That's a coping message. That's a coping mechanism. Oh well, it's my value, and no man is gonna change that. If any woman feel as if they need the value of a man, then I'm telling you something's wrong with you. Bitch, no. Everybody is measured on the level of success by something. Men are measured. Their success is measured by the amount of money they can make and the status that they have. Point blank, period. You can sit here and talk the bullshit about, oh, well, I know my worth. I know how successful I am. I know how confident I am. And they should accept that. Bullshit. The results ain't mathing, bro. That confidence that you talking about, I don't see the results. What are the results in your account? Where does this confidence get you? Where's the money at? Where's the success at? I don't see it. Where's the status at? I don't see it. Same thing for women. Oh, well, you should know your worth. I know my worth. I'm this, that, and the third. I'm this type of woman. And if you don't accept me for me, no. Instantly. I can, bro, this is what I'm saying. I'm listening to her right now, bro. Mind you, I don't got a dog in this fight, but I like to use the hypotheticals. I like to put myself in the situation. But again, I know I don't have a dog in the fight, but I can understand. In the past, I can understand and look at her and say, nah, I wouldn't want her. Right out the gate. That's not the chick I would want to choose. Just based off of how she's talking right now. She's combative. She would play a chameleon. She would act as if like, oh yeah, I'm a sweetheart, I'm a feminine woman for my man. But as soon as one thing goes wrong, guess what? The real her gonna come out. I know what it is. You talking about your worth and shit. You talking about your worth. What is your worth? What is that? How does that translate to the type of man that you want? You talking about the type, you talking about what your worth is as a woman. Okay, so how does that translate? The type of woman that you are, what type of man do you feel, because since y'all like to use the word feel, what type of man do you feel as if that you deserve? And once you list that, once you put that shit out there on the table and tell me exactly what it is, the type of man that you feel as if that you deserve, flip that shit around and tell me, does that fit? Does that work for him? Then you'll have your answer. Because I already said it before. He don't want you. You could talk about all the niggas that's in your DMs that say they want to be in a relationship with you. They ain't just trying to get to the box. Nah, you don't want them. But the nigga that you want, he don't want you. He ain't checking for you. That's a fact. That's why you see chicks like Summer walk out here dating these 65-year-old niggas. Ain't nobody checking for y'all, bro. Ain't nobody checking for y'all. These young whippersnappers, bro, these young Thundercats who out here making money and who actually have standards and they got dignity and they care and they got confidence in themselves. Those type of men, they don't want to deal with women like y'all who are combative, bro. It ain't got shit to do with nigga can't control. Nobody's trying to control you. You just got to understand that you ain't bigger than the fucking program, dog. Y'all don't understand that shit.
Because when they take it away, you're going to cry and you're going to want to die. Never give people that much power over you. He who controls you, he who makes you mad, he who angers you, controls you. Don't ever let anybody do that. So Paul saying I'm cooked and saying we cook, baby, you can have that. That's cool. It's okay. You ain't got to piss me off. Because I'm cooked, but trust me, a lot of people want to have a place.
Okay.
Get into that. They want to eat it, keep it, digest it,
period, and do it again.
Yeah,
okay. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I really do feel like we marinated. Like I don't feel cooked. But I do think that now the caveat to that is I think we are exceptions to the rule.
I do.
And the reason why I say that is because we work on more than just our bodies, because we are women with actual virtues. And in 2025, that's hard to find. That seems like an exception to the rule.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Since y'all not cooked.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Are y'all red flags?
I'm not.
No.
I mean...
What's a red flag? Why would I be a red flag? Because I'm cooked?
No. I mean, I'm saying you got kids?
No.
You been married?
No.
You in your 30s?
Yes.
Red flag.
Why is that a red flag?
Because we all know, we looking at y'all. I mean, I'm looking like, damn. Like if I meet y'all and I'm like, damn, y'all fine. Y'all, no problem getting a man and all that, pretty smile, elegant, speak, all that. Y'all, I mean, based on what y'all saying, top tier.
Thank you.
So
what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Okay, I love this question. Should I go or you?
You go.
So this is the thing. I feel like when you are a woman of substance, you do have a lot of options, but your pool is very small. There are a lot of people that will be interested in you that are not in alignment with you. And so if you start looking at filters of men, right? Men that know themselves, men that know God, men that feel good in their bank account, men that are kind, men that are attentive, men that are good to their families, men that are kind to their mothers, men that all of these different things, whatever the filters are, you have a very small pool.
Yes.
So then after you filtered all the way down, you got to think about the people that you're actually in alignment with. Which one of those people are heterosexual? Which one of those people actually want the same thing that you want in life? And so I don't think that it's a measure of, because I've had, I'm going to talk.
And again, it's never, it's always about them, bro. You aren't bigger than the program, bro. You aren't bigger than the program. That's what you got to understand. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how feminine you are. I don't care how much you talk to God. I don't care what kind of money you make. I don't care how well you can fucking cook. I don't care. If you think that you are bigger than the program, it's going to be an issue. That's a fact. Feel good, right? Feel good in the bank account. If you think that you are bigger than the program, you already taken the L. And mind you, she broke it down like a fraction. Listen, once you get these men that he's confident in who he is, I'm gonna use Dr. Bryant's terms. He's a high value man and he's a high functioning man, which means he's a top tier of the top tier, meaning that's a very small percentage of a man. And mind you, when you start to go into the nuance of it, how tall do you want this nigga to be? Does he have a college degree? Do you want him to be black, white, orange, or green? It don't matter. when you start to add in all of those different variables, then that number gets even more smaller, right? So now you're talking about, is he a homosexual or is he heterosexual? Boom, that number goes down even lower. So, oh, okay, well, do you care if he has kids or not? Okay, he don't have kids, bet. Number gets even smaller. Is he married? Do you care if he's married or not? Okay, I do care if he's married. Okay, so he got to be single, bet. So you start to break down the variables. Okay, so now that you understand that he's a fraction of the percent of the type of men that are out here, that means how the fuck do you think that he need to be on your program versus you being on his? He's the top tier of the top tier. The tippity top pause. That means he got the pick of the litter. That means you need to be phenomenal as a woman. That means you gotta be top fucking tier. It ain't about him aligning with you. You gotta align with him. Because y'all want leaders, right? Y'all want a man to lead you, right? So that means he don't need to align with you. You need to align with him. Since he's a high-functioning, high-value man, you need to align with him. He ain't about aligning with you. You aren't the main character. You're not. Y'all got a main character syndrome, bro. You think it's about you. It's not. Real talk, and this is not me hating no women or no shit like that. I promise you, it's not that at all. But I gotta call it a spade a spade. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta call it for what it is. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it with you. I'm not. You aren't the main character here. You claim that you are a high value woman. You claim that you got all these accolades. You claim you got all these intangibles, all this extra shit. You claim that you are a top tier woman, right? Cool. But you also claim that you want a man that's high function. That means he's a leader. He's ambitious. He's making good money. He's emotionally intelligent. He sees things that you don't see. He's your protector. All these different things. That sounds like a leader to me. That sounds like a top tier. That sounds like a man of fucking men. And you mean to tell me that he needs to align with you? And he's supposed to protect you, but he got to align with you. No, shorty. You got to align with him. You got to align with him. That's a fact.
Talk about my past, not right now. I've had incredible dating experiences in the past, right? I've dated some incredible men, really and truly, but they weren't my man because what they wanted from their life wasn't what I wanted. And that's okay.
I want to say this
before you go.
Okay.
All right. I heard all the things you said, but like that list of things you want from a man, that's not gotta start getting shorter. Because you gotta open your pool up a little more.
Nah, I'd rather be single. I would rather be single because I'm happy. You got to be better than my solitude, Paul.
Okay.
And that's the thing. A lot of women take men because men try to weaponize singleness, and they make you think that you're not valuable anymore because you don't have kids. You've never been married, and you're in your 30s. But the truth is, I say no. Well, in the past, I was saying no all the time, right? All the time. I say no way more than I ever say yes. But the question is, are the yeses in alignment?
I love that you said they weaponize being single because a lot of men will be like, well, you have to. I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
You're right.
By myself, and you don't understand.
Let them chicks down the hill by themselves. Let them down the hill by themselves, bro. That's a fact. Let them down the hill by themselves. As they continue to get older, as they continue to realize that more people ain't checking for them, once they realize that all them people that want to be with them, I guarantee you, bro, that shit gonna change. But as long as they got people in their DM, as long as they got men in there talking about, yeah, baby girl, I'll take care of you. I'll do everything for you. Shit, I'll drink your bath water if you let me. They gonna continue to keep thinking the way that they think. But the moment that shit go dry, them DMs go dry, niggas ain't hitting them up no more. They're looking for the next best thing. then they're gonna be on the fucking podcast crying, hooping, and hollering. I just want a man, to love, admire, and respect me. And it hurts my heart because I'm such a great woman. I'm such a great woman. And all I wanted was a man that aligns with me and just adores me, and things like that. And so it hurts my heart. I always wanted a family. I always wanted a family, but I care for me first. I care about my life. I care about who I am as a woman, and so it hurts my heart, but I understand. And then next thing you know, you got now you done built up another Tracy Ellis Ross. It'll be the Golden Girls 20 years from now. 4 women in the house that don't need no man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, all that shit sound good. Man, all that shit sound good when you young, you pretty, you vibrant. All of that sounds good, man. All of it sounds good. It sounds great. And because and the reason it sounds great to them, again, is because they got people in their DM. They got suckers. Just like the video I had earlier today, just like what I was talking about earlier today with your boy Papi Chulo. Y'all remember Papi Chulo? When I was talking about Papi Chulo, when you got guys like that who want to simp and guys like Yada who talking about pay them $300,000, go ahead and pay them $300,000 just for no fucking reason, they gonna continue to talk the way that they talk. They gonna get, as long as you got Yadas and Papi Chulos out here, I guarantee you they gonna continue to keep talking the way that they talk, even when they 75 years old. Facts. Let me see. Makes no sense to me. I'm trying to understand it.
How good that feels. Like, you should know because you've talked about it. It feels amazing. I'm in my bed. I'm chilling. It only a man who can make me be like, damn, like there's very few men in my life that I've been like, I'd rather be with you than be by myself.
Oh, say that.
Like, there's very few men. And if I feel that way, then damn, he got me. Like, that's just it.
Yeah.
If I don't feel that way, I have no business entertaining you.
Yep.
And I will say, based on what you said, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. When I was younger and I didn't care about the things I cared about, I didn't care about my solitude, and I didn't really care about this man's values and this. I cared about, was he handsome? Did he have this few little things? Could we have fun? That's it. Yeah. That's all the qualifications a man needed. And he was over here and I was like, yeah, we're vibing. Yeah. I had relationships, long-fledged relationships with men because it was like, okay, they're handsome. They're providing for me. They're cool. We have somewhat of a vibe. Yeah. The sex is cool. So whatever, I'll be here because guess what? Everyone's saying that if you're single, you're not worth nothing. You have to get married. You have to do these things. But like I know, being single can feel wonderful if you love yourself and you like to be alone. Okay. So at the same time, men have to stop saying that to women because women, just like you,
it sound good when you ain't with it. Sound good. But I guarantee you, when you get with the man that you actually truly love, admire, respect, and fucking adore, and it goes back the same way, he reciprocates that same energy to you, I guarantee you're going to want to be in a relationship instead of being fucking single. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. It sound good because you're doing all of this shit for the wrong dude. That dude that you spent 10, 15 years with, that you know damn well that you should have left month 2, but you decided to stick it out because, like you said, you was only focused on the bot. You was only focused on him busting it open for a real one. Shout out to Anton Daniels. You focused on how attractive he is, and he was pulling the Yadas and pulling the Papi Chulos and saying, I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna shoot you $300,000. I'm gonna shoot you $300,000 just to go shopping instead of investing your money and try to build a solid foundation. Shout out to JB and investing your money so that way you can grow and make sure that you can actually live a really high value life. But hey, who am I though? Let them tell you, you know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, who is you? Nah, nigga, I'm a YouTuber, just like y'all ass is, nigga. I'm a YouTuber just like y'all, but I've been out here too in these streets, too, big dog. I ain't no nigga that's just been jerking off in my socks. Shout out to Anton Daniels. I ain't that nigga. You understand me? So I understand what it is. I understand what it is, and I hear sign language. I know sign language when I see it. Women who are truly happy in their relationships, they can't even remember what it was like to be fucking single, let alone want to be single. But because you've gotten used to it, you've coped with it, you understand because you are in a certain part of your life. You're 38, 39 years old. So you've had so much time to yourself. You ain't got no choice but to reflect with yourself. You have no choice but to focus on yourself because there's nobody else around you but you. When you get up in the morning, it's you. When you walk through the bathroom, you see you in the mirror. When you come out the bathroom, it's you. You take care of you. So yeah, you learn you a little bit more. That's understandable. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to love yourself. You're supposed to understand and become one with yourself, but understand something. You ain't meant to be alone. You aren't meant to be alone out here in these streets. Cool, you enjoy your singleness, but it's a code. Especially if you've never been married, especially if you've never had someone that you truly admire, love, and respect on top of him loving, admiring, and respecting you. Now, I get it. If you've been married before and that just wasn't reciprocated on the opposite end, I understand that. That's a whole different topic. That's a whole different conversation for another day. But we're talking about the ones who've never been married before and the furthest they've gotten was fucking engaged. And all they talking about, well, I'm fine with being single. How? You're fine with being single because you know the man that you actually want don't want you. So that's a coping mechanism. But you got all these men in your DMs. You telling me all the niggas that shooting their shot in the DMs, you don't want them. So in my mind, that tells me, okay, so if all these niggas in your DM shooting their shot at you, there got to be at least one decent man in there. But you ain't going to give him the opportunity because you got your mind fixated on the specific type of man that you want. But yet, you still single. So that lets me know, using my critical thinking skills, that lets me know that that nigga don't want you. Because if you claim to be this high value woman, that means, if anything, you're going to put yourself in the vicinity or an environment of that type of man that you want, right? You ain't going to just say some stupid shit like, I'm just going to let God place him in my lap or he going to find me type shit. I hope you don't say that. Jesus Christ, don't say that.
A lot of men will say they'd rather be alone. But if a woman says it, it's like, oh, because no one wants you, because you're this, because you're that. That's not true. Because a lot of men want us. But do we want y'all?
Yeah.
Do we want to feel like I want to not be alone? Because when I'm alone, I take myself here. I can go to the spa. I can go eat by myself at the bar. I can come home. I can chop it with my homegirls all day on the phone. I cannot care about having to get my vagina waxed every other week. I could be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when I'm with a man, he gotta be worth it.
Yeah.
You gotta be worth it. And that's why I said, if you ever see me with a man, baby, he is so worth it because I will never, ever, ever give up my solitude for a man that is not. I promise you that. Not at this age and this stage.
Okay, so like y'all as women, y'all are natural, just like loving, nurturing. Y'all are just naturally, that's just in y'all to just kind of like, grab onto a man just naturally. Whereas a man, we not naturally as like touchy-feely and whole. And when we say we like being single, it's because we love peace.
Yeah.
Like a man will say,
do we.
Yeah, you like the peace, but at the same time, y'all could be laying in y'all bed and just be, it's cold.
Nah,
you know
not really.
Like it's cold in here.
You
like,
think that, but that's not true.
Yeah.
Women like peace too, because let me tell you something. You get with a man, he might have children, he might have this going on, he might have another girl that still want him. It be so stressful sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, does he want her still? Does he? Is it like you be feeling all these emotions and you have to feel like when I start to love someone a lot, I get stressed. I get nervous because I'm like, oh my God, this is so risky.
You just proved this point. You don't want peace. You don't want peace. You can't even sit in fucking serenity and chill. You over here overthinking shit. Oh, does he love me? You over here catching anxiety. This nigga chilling in peace and harmony. You over here overthinking shit. That's y'all problem. You just told him. I thought you wanted peace. If you wanted peace, you ain't gonna be thinking. You're not gonna be overthinking shit. Why? Why won't you be overthinking shit? Because these are the conversations that you have when you first meet somebody. You understand where y'all trying to go. What's the destination? You understand what they want in life. Okay, so apparently if y'all dating, y'all are aligned, correct? Because that's what y'all said. Y'all are aligned, right? You are aligned. You want somebody that aligns with you, right? Even though I disagree, you should align with him. But hey, he's aligning with you. So therefore, why the fuck you overthinking then? Y'all like fucking chaos for no fucking reason. We're like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, man? Shit, for real, bro. When niggas come, they generate chaos. Peace is never their comfort. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, what you over here overthinking shit? Everything's copacetic. Everything's chill. We chilling. We vibing. We on the same, like y'all like this, like y'all women like to say, we on the same vibration. You feel me? We kicking it. We chilling. We've had conversations. We've had the deep conversations. We've peeled onion layers back. We've gotten to know each other better. You know more about me. I know more about you. We had conversations on where we're trying to be in the next 5 to 10 years, and we aligned together. I told you straight up, hey, listen, I need you to understand something. I want to be here in the next 5 to 10 years, but I need you to understand something. You aren't bigger than the program. I need you to understand it. I need you to be very clear about it. You aren't bigger than the program. So it ain't about you. It ain't about me. It's about the program in which I'm talking about. That 5 to 10 year destination. That's the program. It ain't about me. It ain't about you. I just need to do my part in order to get us to that point. And I need you to do your part. So that way, to move the obstacles that may come in my life, I need it to be a straight and clear path so I can get there. That's your duty. At the end of that, through all of that, once we get to the destination, you then become the beneficiary of the success, because guess what? You played your part. I played mine. Nobody was bigger than the program. But you too busy overthinking shit, talking about, does he really love me? I don't know. He didn't smack my ass this morning. I don't know if he loved me. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. He didn't smack my ass this morning. Is he mad at me? Is it another woman? Why me, God? Oh, God. Like, come on, man.
This is so tricky.
Yeah.
I'm so scared because now it's too far in.
Yeah.
Like, I've looked at a man in his sleep and been like, damn, I'm gone. I'm gone. It's
wide
over.
open.
Like, it's wide open. Everything is done now. It's too far gone.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing. Now I just got to ride this wave and pray to God that this is going to be cool. But when you're single and you don't have no one to like be stressed out about, baby, as a woman, you be like, whoo. You know, but it feels amazing. Don't get me wrong. When you have that right partner, I mean,
but that's the key, right partner.
Yeah. When you have the right partner, it's the best thing. I would love that. And I'd rather that than be alone any day.
Yeah.
But it takes that right person.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so look, pause. I know you're enjoying this episode. I'll be super quick. Okay, when you are
Nah, I'm good. You can have that. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish out though, Seraphi. Now we gonna take it out.
and if no one has told you today, you are freaking phenomenal.
Nah, you good. So I guess that was it. But overall, man, I thought Azar was getting better, man. But she's still on the same type of time that she was on when she was with 6. Now I will say that she ain't as loud and unruly as she was over there with 6, but nah, she still got the same. She still got that same rhetoric that she been talking. I don't know. She may not be with that dude that she was once with, because maybe it was the guy that she was with that she started talking soft and she wasn't talking as crazy as she is now. She talking right now. I don't know, bro. She bugging. Straight up bugging. And he said, we just want to fuck Keisha and don't, none about one friend. Women will love peace. Yup. When it gets conflict, generate chaos, peace is never come. Yeah, I agree, bro. Or you said something and they really don't like duty. That's a trigger word for them. That's what I'm saying. It's a trigger word, bro. It's a trigger word. And shout out to my girl Ashley, man. Shout out to my girl Ashley. She commented as well. I gotta go down the comments too. She said, so women's spotlight lower her women's spotlight lower her standards just to accommodate a man. No, Ashley, it's not about. I need you to understand something, baby girl. I need you to understand something. It's not about accommodating a man. It's the fact that you aren't bigger than the program, sweetheart. You aren't bigger than the program. It ain't about you. Real talk. Actually, we had this conversation on Banter and Barter Tuesday. We had this conversation. The type of man that you want, right? You said that you want a man that makes the same amount of money as you or more, right? Typically speaking. At the end of the day, you both are wanting to get to a destination in life, right? I need you to understand that you aren't the main character in this. It ain't about you. It's not. And if you want that man to make more money than you, guess what? You're going to have to get on his program. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to get on his program. Because that man is going to be the one that's going to lead your household, which you said that you don't mind submitting to a man. It ain't about you. So he don't need to align with you. You got to align with him. And if right now, and if any woman who sees themselves as single and they see as if, well, I see a lot of men, I don't got no problem with getting men, but I just want to be single by choice. No, it's the fact that the type of man that you want, he ain't checking for you right now. So that means you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what it is that you need to do in order to align yourself with the type of man it is that you want. And this ain't me attacking you or attacking any women. This is just me being honest, being real from a man's perspective. So and this is not disrespect to anybody. I don't have an issue with getting a girl. I won't have an issue with doing that. So I understand what it means. I understand what that's like. I don't have an issue. So I'm not just talking because I heard somebody's talking points. I'm not just talking because I heard Fresh and Fit. I'm not just talking because I heard of Anton Days or I heard of Kevin Samuels. Nigga, I was out here in these streets. I was touching grass. You feel me? I didn't have an issue. So I knew what it meant to walk up to a girl and actually get rejected. I knew what it meant to walk up to a girl and actually get a number. I knew what it meant to play the numbers game. Like shit, if I walk up to 10 girls, I'm at least get 2 of them. I knew what it meant to have confidence. I knew what it means to be like, all right, I know I ain't the best looking man in the world, but I know I'm attractive enough that I can pull something. I just got to have a mouthpiece to do it. And that came with putting myself in the ringer, putting myself out there, getting rejected from time to time, and understanding what they were looking for, what they weren't looking for. And then just getting better over time. I understood those things. So it ain't just me saying some talking points here. I know what I'm talking about. So if you want the type of man that you want, if you're looking for that type of man, you got to put yourself in that. You got to put yourself in the vicinity of that type of man. So therefore, if you ain't got that type of man that you claim that you want, or that you're seeking, or that you hope that falls into your lap, that means you need to do some more self-reflection in yourself and figure out what it is that you need to work on, and understand that you aren't bigger than the program, and understand that you aren't the main character. It is what it is. Find is a crazy word. I'm interested in man is looked at if yep. Yeah, so just gotta call it. I gotta call it for what it is, bro. I gotta call it for what it is. It's the Courtney Edgar Show. We're gonna keep it a buck over here. You feel me? Real conversations, real solutions. You feel me? So we not partners. That's the biggest thing that stands out to me. Exactly. We not partners. That's what I'm saying. We ain't part. This ain't no business. Like this ain't no business venture, man. They have a lot of me in their vocabulary, not we. Exactly. It's about me. Like, ooh, who aligns with me? Who aligns with me? No. Do you align with the program? Do you align with the program? No. All right, then. So keep it pushing. Why folks got all these standards before they even get in the game? Man, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. They got all these standards, but they don't want to get in the game. That's a fact, bro. But listen, man, let me know what y'all think, man. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. All right, so let's move on to this last topic of tonight, man. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. But I definitely think it's something to talk about. Miss Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been talking about Angel Reese for a hot second. And Shorty dropped, she released her shoe, all colorways, and Shorty sold out in 30 minutes. Shorty sold out in 30 minutes. Boy, let me tell you, that's phenomenal. That is phenomenal, dog. That is phenomenal because, listen, at the end of the day, regardless of how I feel about her play, I already said it before, she got the influence. So I know I've seen a lot of posts and people talking about, oh, well, y'all talking about the rebounds, y'all talking about rebounds and shit, but she sold out. Okay. Yeah, she's an influencer. Yes, she's an influencer. People rock with her. I've never negated that. I've never said anything other than that. People rock with her as an influencer, not as a hooper, though. Because if she wasn't an influencer, she wouldn't be selling out shoes. But I gotta give credit where credit is due. She did what she did. She sold the fuck out. Every colorway. They got all white. Matter of fact, let me put it on. Let me put it right here. All whites. They sold out all whites, the all pinks, and the white and blacks. Every shoe sold the fuck out. Congratulations, dog. Like that's a great thing, bro. And I would never hate on that at all. I don't have anything ill to say about it. Matter of fact, let me see what this is. Let me see.
Noise, headlines, hashtags. They talk like they know me, like they built me, but I board anyway. They call it the hate train. I call it the warm-up. Every stop, more opinions, more pressure, more reasons why I'm not supposed to be here. But I show up. Not for them, for the work. I don't ride the hate train. I drive it and I own the tracks. This is the Angel Reese 1 by Reebok.
Well, I didn't mean to do that. But now let's keep it a bean though. Them hoes decent though. They straight. And I'm pretty sure most people who bought them were hoopers anyway, hooper influencers. I'm pretty sure that's who bought them. And they bought them for, and of course, you know, people bought it for the kids, you know, bought it for the little girls. As you should. Do your thing. Like, I'm not finna trip on that. So now I want to see, and we said what they said, Andrew Reese's first Reebok signature shoe sales out hours after going on sale. Okay. So let me see something else really quick then. Let me see. Because I think they said that if I'm not mistaken, I think Caitlin Clark did as well. Let me see. Ooh, yeah. We ain't even seen the shoe. All right, let me show you the shoe then, bro. Let me show you the shoe. Let me show you the shoe. Let me show y'all these joints. These the joints right here, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. Them hoes trash. As a former hooper myself, I'm not putting those on. Now listen, I got a pair of some. Listen, so for those of y'all who may think I'm a woman hater, I'm not a woman hater. I got a pair of Sabrina Ionescues that I hoop in. Them hoes legit. They're the next best thing to Kobe's. So I want to go ahead and put that out there right now. And no, I ain't got no hate for Angel Reese at all. Shit, nigga, she making money. She getting to the bread. She getting to the dough. And if she sold the fuck out, solid. Oh, Shaq did? Damn. Now let me go to another. Now let me go to something else real quick. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see here. So Caitlin Clark also dropped a pair of sneaks. She dropped these joints. The Cobes with the Indiana Fever colorway. Them hoes sold out in minutes. Ionescu. Yeah, that's what I said. Ionescu. Yeah, whichever one, bro. But I got a pair of them though. Do I have them in here? No, I don't. They're in the truck. But nah, she sold hers in minutes. She sold her shoes in minutes. So to get better visibility on them. Let's see. So these the joints right here. Boom. Shit, I might have to buy me some of them. Them hoes cold as fuck. I love the Kobe's though. Them hoes always been cold. Them hoes always been cold. I got an old pair of Kobe's. They're like white, black, and gold. Same style here. But them hoes are done. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go see if I can get them real quick. Let me show y'all. But look, listen. Don't expect no clean with them hoes are done, folks. Let me show you. Hold on. Give me a minute. Yeah, so these joints right here, yeah, buddy, they done for though. But if I can find somebody who can revamp these hoes up though, Yeah. 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 Those were the ones right there. You feel me? But let's go ahead and get into this video, though. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Reese's Reeboks are the shoes that fans want to get their hands on, or maybe I should say feet in right now. WNBA star Angel Reese's Signature One shoes by Reebok sold out in mere minutes yesterday. That's according to published reports and a tweet by the Chicago Sky player herself. Reese said, quote, "I'm in full tears right now. Taking a leap of faith and launching 3 of my signature shoes at once was a huge risk, but guess what? They all sold out. I'm so thankful and beyond grateful,"
Man, those
she
are some
said.
nice looking shoes there.
I thought they were really
Wow.
cool looking shoes too.
Very
I like
sporty.
the color. Yeah.
Yeah.
So watch out, Jordan. I mean, his shoes are still selling and he ain't played forever.
Yeah, she got a long way to go to get to some Jordan. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect. Let's not do that. But yeah, man, shout out to Angel Reese, bro. Shout out to Angel Reese and making her sales get into a motherfucking bag. Get into a goddamn bag, bro. That's what's up. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Continue. I hope. Listen. I'm going to critique her. I'm going to continue to call her trash until I see something different. But she's still making her sales. She's doing her thing on the outside of the WNBA by keeping her influence up. You know, people rocking with her. There's a ton of feminist men rocking with her. All those different things. You know what I'm saying? You know, they gonna rock with her because she's a black woman. You know, they ain't gonna speak ill on her. I'm gonna talk about it because from a basketball perspective. As far as her as an influencer, hey, she killing the game. She's doing her fucking thing. I rock with it. But when you talk about hooping, garbage. The shit that she talking about in regards to the team need to do something or she out of that shorty, ain't nobody checking for you like that. You ain't like that. Relax. You ain't got that kind of pool. Cut it out. But when it comes to your influence, oh man, you top tier. You big dog. I tilt my hat to you. Real talk. Oh yeah, that's a fat bull city. I don't think Shaq was gonna let that flop. He couldn't have it because if it would have flopped, that would have been a double whammy. That would have been a double whammy, and her entire career would have been. It would have been over with. It would have been over with, bro. Her shit would have been done. So yeah, Shaq had to make sure that shit went through, that it sold out, even if Shaq was the one who bought all of them. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. That would be crazy if we found that out. If Shaq was the one who, you know, bought all the shoes to make it seem as if everybody wanted to buy them. Just saying though. But hey, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna put that in nobody's head. Bro. But it is what it be. Man. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Should I do another one? Should I do another video? Because I was thinking about doing the LeBron James interview. Should I do it or should I just cut it? Because I'm already at 3 hours. 3 hours and 24 minutes, bro. Should I go ahead and cut it loose tonight? Should I just say fuck it? For real though, bro. Just saying. Could be. I could be 110% wrong. Or that could be an actual thing. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? You know, a lot of times the numbers can be skewed a little bit, especially when it comes to sales and profits. Numbers can be skewed. So now I think I'm gonna let that. I think I'm gonna end with that one. Yeah, I'm gonna end with that one. I'm gonna end with that video. It was good. It was a good ending. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a little money in the aspect of, you know what I'm saying, get into your bread, get into your dollars. You feel me? So with that being said, man, look, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with your boy. No, we 3 hours and 25 minutes in. Listen, I be in here. I be in here. But make sure you tap in Tuesday night. Banter and Barter. You're gonna have myself, you're gonna have Jay Ben, you're gonna have Ashley, you're gonna have Kim, you're gonna have Macaroni Tony, you have Marcus Courtney, and also we got a guest on Tuesday night too, Miss Freckles. Jay Ben, Miss Freckles gonna be pulling up Tuesday, dog. She gonna be pulling up. So y'all make sure y'all be there for that night. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all be there. But until next time, man, I appreciate y'all. And guess what, dog? I will holla.